Okay, my turn first, Amber.
Go
I'm just
first.
kidding. Oh, this is a good way to practice taking turns, isn't it? Hey. Oh, man. Oh, that was
close.
good. Okay, I'm going to knock yours
Isn't that
in.
a point?
Oh, it's a little tricky to play. I'm out of bags. That was fun.
That was fun.
I love this little tabletop cornhole because it's my favorite game to play in the summer. You know, it's so great because any age can play.
Yes.
You don't have to be athletic. You don't have to be, you know, like...
Well, and I've seen like the little kids, they just pick up the bags and walk over and like
yeah.
put it in the hole. Anyone can
it's fun
play
for
with
everyone.
it.
Well, and the big bags, honestly, they're very bulky and heavy. And this is easy to do inside.
It is. I feel like it brings
So.
one of our favorite games inside. And what's really nice about this is that it is wood. It's solid wood. This folds up so they store
Travel
nicely
size.
in this little
Nice.
box to put away. And I think it's just such a fun thing for Christmas, I was
Yeah.
thinking. And
Yeah.
even I think this might fit into some stockings. It's
Yeah.
really not that big. So I'm going to get one because I want to play with my family.
think so.
Thinking it would be a fun Christmas
I
morning
think kids
thing
would have fun,
to be
and
doing.
the big kids would have fun too.
I think
Yeah.
everybody, absolutely. And then I've got another really cool little, if you've got kids who like to dissect or maybe don't like to dissect because of the ick.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a fun
Yeah.
new learning experience, and these
Yeah.
would make great stocking stuffers
There's
too.
quite a few of them.
We have
Whoa,
so
whoa.
many. So,
Synthetic owl pellet.
isn't that cool?
What's up with the owls?
Well,
and
you
their
know,
pellets?
they eat and then they regurgitate, and you can learn a lot from
Right.
dissecting
And-
those little pellets.
And we sell the real ones too.
we do.
But
that's
this
right.
is more.
A little for queasy
Appealing.
tummies
Yeah.
or people that might not like all the ick that goes along.
Right.
You get
Yeah.
the same learning experience, but it's all in a gel-like
Yes,
substance.
this one is
That's
like
cool.
you get your own little pearl
Isn't that cool?
after you kind of shuck the little.
Yeah, there can
little
be up to,
clam,
I think,
so
up to 5
up to
pearls in
5.
there. So we have an oyster, a synthetic owl
Owl
pellet.
pellet.
We have an ancient amber lab.
Yeah.
And then we have a butterfly chrysalis that we get to
Wow.
open. So
Many
it's
options.
Yeah, and there's a
that's
little
kinda
mystery
fun.
to it because you don't know which butterfly you're going to get or how many pearls or
I have 3 skeletons.
so we don't know what they are, but we're going to be learning about what the owls
Yes.
eat. Everyone comes with a little dissection tray and a little learning booklet, a guide that will help you.
These
Well,
would make
that's
great
fun.
little stocking
I
stuffers.
think they would. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Well, and when the olders are doing real dissection, the younger can have something
have
that's
their little thing
fun to
too.
do.
And
Yeah.
the tools are safe, you know, they're just little plastic tweezers, but yeah, a lot
like
of
that.
fun.
How fun.
I know. So, all right, Amber, I want to know more about these. These are so cute.
You know, this week we were able to talk to this publisher.
Mm-hmm.
It's ABC, See, Hear, Do.
Yes.
And it is a kinesthetic program that uses visual and audio, and basically it becomes a multisensory program.
So multisensory.
And so when you're looking for a reading program for a preschooler, when you take a little kid and you add music, hand motions, and all the fun things to it, and a lot of color,
yeah.
Yes.
kids learn.
It's what they need.
90% more will be learned when you add visuals and
Yes.
kinesthetic movements, which is really, really key. So the publisher even gave us her personal story, how her 5th child was struggling to read.
And that's
was-
how this came to
and that's
be.
how this
about.
came to be. Her burden became a bridge, and I think it's going to be a bridge for a lot of people to help their child learn at a young age
Yes.
some reading.
Because you can start these when they're as young as 2, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Because of the cute little hand motions and the songs.
Yeah, so let's
Every
look at it.
2-year-old
Let's
loves
look at
that.
it. So
you
we've
have
got
uppercase, and then this one's
yeah, lowercase.
Lowercase.
And they're essentially the same, but the difference in the case. She really recommends uppercase for the younger kids, and then lowercase, you know, if they already recognize that. But the when you open it up there, you're not going to say the letter as much as you're going to
Do the little hand
yes.
motions.
M, you know, we're not going to say M as much as we're going to say So this makes the sound.
Okay.
And we're going to do the hand motions
Yeah.
to it all.
Yeah.
And so 4 letters, and they're not in alphabetical order necessarily. They're in order of how they
Ease of reading.
ease of reading. That was how she said it. So we start with cat. We start with the
Oh.
and then we
Yes,
have
okay.
the ass sound. Ah! And then we have, there's 4 letters that you'll do, and then we'll have the t, 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 and then the and then, this is so fun, because you're a little 2 or 3-year-old, is going to recognize those sounds, or you can even now take those icons, we call them like picture icon guides. So now we have and now we're going cat. And these little pictures, it's like one of a kind reading program because it's a little reminder of the sound that they're making, and the little ones are just it's clicking with them.
You're providing so much Velcro really for things to
stick in the brain.
Right. So, and then of course with the lowercase, there is a difference between the words that you're going to say. So on day 4, you're going.
So same letter but different words.
So when you get over to the okay, so you see with the uppercase, you're going to have sat, rat, pat, sip. Lowercase, which would be level 2, is cap, rap, tap, ram. So they're not the same words. They're different words.
So they get additional practice reading.
Exactly. And then at the end, you're going to learn all 26 letters, and the child will learn 55 words.
Wow.
And then in the back, there's also a challenge page, and this is 40 additional words. And they're without the icons guides, so you're kind of testing them. So we have 7 levels. This is level 1.
It's so colorful.
Uppercase.
Love that.
Level 2 is lowercase. And then we do have level 3, which is going to add blends. And then level 4 is blended ending sounds. Level 5 is long vowels. And level 6 is sight words, which actually can be done with any other level when you feel like they're ready.
Okay.
What's cool, remember what she said about the sight words, is that they're using American
Sign language.
Yes.
for a lot of the words.
That is just
Which
so
is kind of
unique. It's so
very
smart
unique.
to do that.
And then we also have level 7, which is coming. She already has it out, and we're adding it, is irregular sounds.
And by the
So-
time they get done with all 7 levels, if they do them all, they would be reading chapter books at that
They
point.
could go into chapter books,
Which is
yes.
amazing.
And some people might use first 3 or 4 levels and then go into a kindergarten program. And what a foundation to lay for your readers. And then level 1 and 2 has a curriculum activity guide. This is beautiful. When you open it up, it's going to tell you,
So many
a song to
resources.
start with, the alphabet
Yes,
song.
I love that.
Letter of the day is C, so they're going to go over that. Then the coloring page, and you'll have some of the extra
some of the coloring books.
Yeah, so Rebecca's got the coloring page, and each letter will get the opportunity for the child to color it. And then in the back, there's the puppets they could make that
Those
go
are
along with all the
cute.
letters and
Every
their
letter.
sounds. And then it's just full of open
Some
and
of
go.
these have a lot, like the pictures, step-by-step pictures.
Enrichment
help you.
ideas, and then her website it has
So many resources.
songs and free PDFs, and she just really has hit this out of the park.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And the idea that once they kind of get through as many levels as they need,
Yeah.
they're set to go read on
Right.
their own.
And
really
they
have
also do a little writing in here. I give you, Nancy, I
this
think the
writing
writing.
book, yep.
And
That up, the writing practice.
So they can, if you feel like they're ready to start trying, they can start writing their capital letters. Every level has.
It's very ball and stick.
Yes. Every level has a writing book, a coloring book, and then when you finish your level, you get a reader.
follow it with the reader.
And the
Okay.
reader, look at this reader, is so unique. So this is, it really is.
Yeah.
You have
Those
all the
little
icons, the pictures that remind you of the sound.
Yeah.
So your little one is remembering the sounds kinesthetically from
Yeah.
all that and combining it in their reading.
Next
And
thing you
it's
know, they're
amazing.
reading words.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. I feel like for younger kids, like you said, the more multi-sensory, the more ways they're taking in that information, the better it's going to stick.
Right.
And
Yeah.
what preschooler doesn't love to move and
Oh,
sing
right.
and dance? So you give them the
And
little
then you got-
motions and the songs.
and
Yeah.
you've got a great program. And then the flashcards, every level has
Every
flashcards,
levels,
and they're also have the icon picture guides at the bottom, and so you can quiz your.
So very consistent across all of the elements
Yes,
of the program.
it's just really great. So you could use it for preschool. You could, even if you had a little preschool at home, or some people have that.
Yeah.
A co-op with one of your little ones that's just kind of like, I want to do something. Or you have a reader that's struggling.
Yes.
And this kinesthetic, multisensory
Yep.
style of teaching
Is what they need.
might help them connect all those dots and bring
Yeah.
it all together.
Right.
Even speech pathologists are using
It's
it.
very
Okay, so-
economical as well.
Yes.
Super
which
economical.
was amazing because I looked at all of these like color drenched pages and I was thinking, oh, they're probably expensive. but they're so reasonably priced.
It really is a unicorn phonics program.
I know, it's like
Lovely.
what kind of, and it's a neutral program. Takes about 20 minutes. You present one letter a day, or as fast as you want to go. You're the beauty of it is you kind of set the pace.
It makes me wish I had a preschooler or a
I know.
kindergartner at home.
I can't wait to get this for my little nephew.
I have a friend who works in a Head Start program, and she already has asked for it
use
because
this. It'd be
they
perfect.
need they kind of need a structured style to teach the little ones.
Well, I think especially in today's world, kids are different than they were 20 years ago. And there are a lot of different issues we're seeing. But this is kind of being proactive. It's getting to it before there's a problem. You're teaching them in a way that's very right brain as well. So it's just giving them so many ways to make that information stick.
And it's
setting
fun.
them up for success.
Yes.
Really
It really is.
what it's doing.
It's
adorable.
awesome. I just love it. But
Cute.
so when you are finished with this, you go on to reading to learn.
Yes, reading to
So-
learn. And
Yeah,
a
let's-
nice little treasure, I think, on our website is our library builders
Library
section.
builders.
I love the
Yes.
suggestions.
It's even in our resource catalog, so that enrichment guide
We have a nice
has
spread
like a
for that,
nice
don't
little
we?
spread
I love that.
for the library
Yes.
builders. And even on our website, they're broken down by like kind of age range and everything, and they're just good books.
So
Right.
good.
And we try to have our hands on every single book, especially if it's new, so that we
Right.
can like go through for content and put disclaimers out there if they're
Right.
needed.
Yeah.
But the list, I feel, is always endless. Like we're always adding
And these are
library
the kinds
builders.
of books that oftentimes you end up saving until you have kids because
Yes.
you loved them so much. I mean, Little House
Little
on the
House
Prairie.
Prairie.
My
Yes.
husband actually has all of his old Hardy Boys
Hardy
books
Boy,
from
Nancie
years
Drew.
ago. They've been through all of
Boxcar
our
Children.
boys,
Yes.
and they're still around the house. They
Yeah.
still get
Handy.
read sometimes.
Yeah.
So it really is a treasure to find on our website. And then I had the joy of going through our library builders samples.
Yeah.
And so these are actually some of the new ones
Okay.
that we added. So
Okay.
this is a fun little like preteen series called
Smells like pirate.
Oh,
Yep,
that sounds
smells
fun.
like dog.
Smells like treasure.
Yes, it's just a fun little treasure hunting series. It's a 3-book series, and so it's not like you're getting into a super long series. And they're funny. They're so funny, and I think they would appeal to any preteen reader, boy, girl, reluctant reader. They're so funny.
Well, and oftentimes once you get a kiddo onto a series that they
Yeah.
like, it's like all of a sudden it clicks, and you find them with their nose in the book, and you're like, time to eat. That's success, right?
Yeah.
It is. Oh.
Yeah, and so that one was one that came across my desk, and then the Mr. Lemoncello's library series.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Came across my desk
What's
as
it
well. So this inventor guy invites a bunch of kids to his library.
Ooh,
it's kind of like got the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibe,
Okay.
where they have to try to be the last one standing to win the big prize.
Okay.
And so there's 5 books in the series, and each one has kind of a different theme, but
Fun.
that same kind of mentality of like, oh, we're going to try to be the last one to make it through.
Did you
all
read
of
all
these.
of them when
I
you
did
were
not
writing
read all of
descriptions?
them, but after the first one, I was like, yep, this one has to get
Right.
out.
You would be
Yeah.
hooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
One that I am reading though,
Yes.
from
Yes.
cover to cover, is Cedric.
Cedric?
It is by B.F. Stebbing,
Okay.
who is the
He did some of our art curriculum.
he did the art program, and he wrote a book.
It's a pretty cover.
It's a pretty cover.
It's a pretty dog.
It's about a little Newfoundland, not little. Newfoundlands are not little.
Big
very large
yeah.
dog, and how he changes an entire community
Okay.
with his ability to just break down walls and barriers in people's hearts and souls and open them up to what God has to offer in life. And this is one that I am reading cover
It
to
sounds
cover.
very
I
heartwarming.
love it. And
For families who like to read aloud, this
This
sounds
would
like
be
a really
wonderful.
good
Or
option.
classroom reading.
the chapters are super short,
okay.
and so it would make a wonderful read
So you could just do it
aloud,
first thing in the morning or right before bed.
and it's just a heartwarming
Oh,
story.
now I
for
want to
sure.
read that, Rebecca.
Yes, but library builders can be a little tricky to find on our
Yeah, and
website sometimes.
We get a lot of questions about them too.
We do.
Can I have suggestions for my 4th grader?
Yeah.
It really comes up a lot, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yes,
And how
and-
do we find it though?
A lot of times you just type in library builders. You can type in Christian book series, and sometimes it'll pull it up. But if you really do struggle, like give us a call, send us a chat. We're happy to help
I
guide
love
you.
helping people find library builders.
Yes, it's
so
one of my
much fun.
favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited to take any phone calls that we could and talk to parents and just hear from them. Yesterday, I was talking to a mom who just really needed encouragement.
Yeah.
It was one of those calls, and I told her, I said, hey, listen, this number, you call it anytime.
Anytime. That's what we're here
And
for.
if you just need someone to pray with you, or you just need to talk about a situation, there's confidentiality here, and we are just glad to help.
Yeah.
Whether it's with the bag toss game, early readers, all of it.
Yes, we're here for you.
Yes, we are.